If you prescribe a contoured wheelchair back with recline, you're going to have problems. This is day 21 of OT tips and tricks, and today's video is going to be about those backrests that have that certain shape to them, whether it be a specs back where you put those extra cells in it, or like a Dreamline STX back, or an armadillo backrest, or the adapter backs that have like these weird contour shapes. I don't just mean the side contours, I mean like the back plane of the backrest has certain shapes. If you have that with recline, you're going to have problems, and I'll explain exactly why. So when you go into recline, this is what happens. This is the backrest and this is the body. As you go into recline, there's a change in where you are in relation to the rest of the backrest. So if your headrest is right, if your shoulders are right on top of the backrest, as you go into recline, your shoulders will be lower in relation to the top of the backrest. Cool, we get that. And what they do to fix that is they have anti-shear plates, which means you have something, as you go into recline, there's an anti-shear plate that will slide down as well. So when the person goes on there, you don't have as much shear as you go down. So the person and the backrest, they all stay in the same. But it's not perfect. So no matter what, when you go into recline, you in relation to the backrest is going to change. So if you have a backrest with all this shape, like if you have one that's like a kyphotic one that's really shaped for someone with kyphosis, and you think, yes, this is it. This is going to be really good for them. And we're also going to prescribe recline. But when you go into recline, that shape is not going to be the shape that you want it to be for what the client needs. If you have certain positioning to do, if you're trying to fill some gaps with someone with a really obscure posture, and you fill it up with gaps and they sit really well when they're upright, that's great. When they go into recline, all those little components that you put, all that molding, whatever you did, is not going to be in the same spot. So what does that mean? If you are going to prescribe recline, just be cautious. I guess really check it, that when you go into recline, are those shapes and those contours that you put where you want them to be, or should we just not do recline? That will be a toss up in terms of pros and cons. Why are we going recline? What is the benefit of it? Can we live without it? But you do need to check it. If you are going to do recline, make sure that the recline still works well with the contours that you've made.